is as raw as it gets as a video. I'm going to basically just go through mainly Tatum possessions because people are out there saying, oh my God, he was a +6. This game is not on him. Everyone else sucked. You know, Jaylen Brown, he was good as well. I'm just going to say this. The stats for Tatum don't tell a true story. Now, KP was awful. Jrue Holiday, I don't know what the was in his head in this game. He played like a rookie. But the reason I want to talk about this video is because Tatum has this good stat line by the end of the game. And if you just go quarter to quarter, he had a great first quarter and it pretty much carried the stat line for the rest of the mediocre performances throughout the game. So, first quarter, we get Bam on Tatum to start the possession. KP basically comes to screen Bam away so he can get the switch on Jovic. He successfully gets that switch on Jovic. Now, any playmaker in the league, any good playmaker, would make this lead pass to Kristaps Porzingis on the roll. This is as textbook as it gets. And Tatum is tall enough and athletic enough to get up in the air and just throw it a little bit ahead to KP. At this point, either Jaquez or Hero are going to have to collapse because Bam is way out of position here. It's going to be a corner three for Jaylen Brown, maybe even a poster, KP on Hero, maybe a corner three from Jrue Holiday. I don't know. But the options here are way better than what Tatum decides to do. Tatum instead slows it down, doesn't trust that pass. He's kind of afraid that Bam will steal it, gets into this one-on-one bull, takes the double team over both of these guys, which, by the way, you still have 13 seconds on the clock. So you can still make a jump pass to Derek White, and Derek White's going to get a free shot, or Hero's going to have to close out on him, and maybe Jaylen Brown gets a free shot. Whatever it is, this shot is not it. Here's another one of those where it's like Tatum gets a screen from Horford, and it's the perfect time to lead Horford into a pass in the middle of the floor. This is a great time to kind of throw it ahead for him. And yet, he opts for the shot over the double team. I don't understand this. If he feeds Horford, Horford draws a collapse. It's either that or he's scoring two. He's got Sam Hauser in one corner where Love has to help from, and he has Peyton Pritchard in the other corner where Jaquez has to help from. Either way, it's a better look than what Tatum decides to throw up. These shots are the ones that the Celtics opt to take way too often in games. We have Jaylen Brown draws two, damn near draws three. Jaquez is pretty just all in on this one, right? Really helping on the Jaylen Brown play. Now, Jaylen Brown kicks it out to Tatum, which was the smart play, and there's 17 seconds on the shot clock. Why is Tatum taking this three? This is also just Celtics standing around, right? Like, I can't fully blame Tatum for this. This is a good look for Tatum, a guy that can obviously knock down threes, contested ones, and that's why he's comfortable taking shots like these. And this is not a bad shot, but I just feel like the stagnant Celtics don't help either. Like Derek White, if he just cuts here, it's a free look inside. If the two Heat players up top decide to just stick around. Instead, it's a three, it's a miss. There's like 12 seconds left in this possession. And mind you, nothing has happened up to this point. It's just standing around, kind of playing hot potato with the ball, doing nothing. And then we get this one-on-one with Tatum and Hero, right? Caleb kind of showing, right? Again, no cut by Derek White, which is very surprising because since Derek White is just standing there, Caleb Martin just isn't challenged at all by help defending here. So if Derek White just backdoor cut, Caleb has to back up, right? And then maybe we get a better look from Tatum. But instead, Tatum just takes this contested shot over Hero and he misses, right? Just not challenging the Heat at all. These are the kind of plays that it's just so easy when you see it that you wonder why the Celtics don't just spam these kind of plays. Just set a screen with either Porzingis or Horford, right? You cause a Heat collapse because of the size disadvantage. And so Horford gets the ball on the roll. right? This causes Jaquez to help right away. Even Haywood Highsmith has to come over and help. They collapsed the entire Heat team in this play. Now, with their backs turned, Tatum actually gets a free lane to the basket, and it's a free dunk. This simple basketball is what the Celtics just don't choose to do consistently enough. They get into this one-on-one stuff. Actually, right away, they get into this one-on-one stuff. The very next attempt for Tatum, 1 minute, 13-second mark. He has this one-on-one scenario with Duncan Robinson and Bam Adebayo as the help defender. This is really good scenario for the Heat. 20 seconds on the shot clock, by the way. And Tatum opts for a little step-back, fade-away two-pointer that obviously doesn't go in either. Like, here's Tatum, right? Getting downhill, draws Bam, because obviously he's beating Haywood Highsmith to the rim. So Bam shows, and Bam just completely leaves Horford. Clearly, you would think the pass is right there to be made, but no. Tatum just takes a little fadeaway, misses that one as well. I actually want to show some of these Jrue Holiday plays because I feel like somewhere along the way they just go unnoticed. Everyone wants to talk about how bad Kristaps played, and yes, he was awful, but their quote-unquote ball handler, like their like one of the leaders on the floor, right? This is a Team USA selected player, someone that everyone knows is a veteran, doesn't make mistakes, smart player, this and that. Complete collapse by this guy, right? I don't know if it's the Celtics kind of rubbing off on Jrue, and it's like, yeah, let's just take a bunch of threes. Here's Jrue Holiday off the dribble. 15 seconds on the shot clock. You have Kevin Love on you, who, by the way, you can blow by and then draw a help defender. Like, you're going to tell me Jrue can't just continue to dribble, get by Kevin Love, or at least have him on your side? You maybe draw Haywood Highsmith away from Tatum, and now you have an open Tatum corner three, right? But no, you take this contested three, and of course it doesn't go in. Like this one, this is another one of those, right? Gets the steal, right? Good job, Jrue. Good job. Gets downhill, stops in his tracks, and shoots a contested three with 22 seconds on the shot clock. There is offense to be played here. There is time to play real basketball. Why are you taking this three? You're down 5. It's 4 minutes and change in the third quarter. You don't need this. 9 minutes, 19-second mark. Here's Jrue Holiday, another contested three. You want to argue that he got around the Horford screen and he had a little shot window? You can argue that all you want, but in a game where it's clearly not been working for you, the way you're playing, why are we not challenging Bam Adebayo in this 2-on-1 scenario? Because Hero is completely out of the picture here. And, get something going. Continue to drive. Challenge Bam here in a numbers game. But no, you take that three and you miss it, and you're still down 7. This was a disaster game for the Celtics. Heat were amazing. They just basically didn't miss their threes. The defense was impeccable, but the Celtics were just awful.